So today we are going to discuss what are the basic strategies while we are reading. Okay, while we are reading a passage or while we are reading, like any comprehension story. So there are a few strategies we are going to discuss right now. Like, like when we are reading the passage, few things we should know. First, we have to highlight. We have to highlight certain points, or let's say some key points. Okay, we have to highlight some key points or key terms. Then we have to just check some questions. Those are known as check for understanding, that is CFU questions. While we are just reading the passage or the comprehension, we have to, like just prepare some small questions within the passage so that we can just understand the passage very well. And after completing the passage, what type of questions we should prepare? Like, first one is main idea. Main idea is nothing but where we can get the gist of that passage. Then next one is the purpose of author. Author's purpose means whether the passage is to give you some information, whether the passage is, like tells about believing the story, or about some funny things, about some, like entertainment. So these are actually the purpose. Okay. Then next one is called open-ended question. Open-ended question is nothing but where we have to, like try the, like this is just, like not a very small question type. Okay, where we can just discuss the question and answers, like in a like in 2 to 3 sentences, like in a broad question, where we are just discussing about everything, whatever the main idea and many other points we will discuss under open ended question. And like fifth point is open ended. Okay. And then, okay, this is called open ended. Okay. And the sixth one, okay, sixth point is called performance task. Performance tasks are nothing but where we can just discuss about the, like the main concept of the passage, and we can just highlight few points as well, just to mark the answer well in the passage. Like this way, while we are reading the passage, we should keep in mind few points. Okay, like first we have to underline certain key terms, and then we have to like write about some author purpose, main idea, then open ended, and then the last one is called the performance task question. Okay, now let us just read the passage. Okay, so you will understand like how we can move on with the passage. Okay, and obviously, like if you just allocate few marks for each question, let's say two marks for each question, so you can easily understand your progress as well. Okay, because, like CFU, okay, let's say CFU, if I marks like each question 2 marks. So if you just able to answer 3 questions from one passage, you will get 6 marks. Like, so these are actually helps you to motivate. Okay, so personal motivation. So these actually marking system helps you to motivate. Okay, and let's say main idea, again you will get 2 marks, and if you just check the passage, you will get 1 mark. Purpose, very easy, you can get 1 mark. Open ended, let's say 5 marks. Okay, so accordingly, if you get the hints from the passage, you get 4 marks, then second hint 3 marks, like that way gradually the marks got deducted. Okay, performance performance task question. Okay, so now let us just read the passage. So the passage is about wild animals. Okay, now let us just quickly underline some like some key points within this passage. Okay, so there are wild dogs and pet dogs. Pet dogs are helpers and friends to people. So we can just keep on underline wild dogs, pet dogs. Pet dogs are helpers and friends to the people. Let us underline. There were no pet dogs 15,000 years ago. Okay. Men and women learned how to work with dogs. Dogs helped humans travel from Asia to North America 10,000 years ago by pulling sleds in the snow. Sleds is nothing but a type of car that is pulled by the dog. People say dogs are man's best friend. Why? Because they are very helpful and friends to the people. They help with farming, they help with hunting, they help with fishing, they can pull things for people, they can help and find things. There are many colors of dogs, varieties of species you can get. There are white dogs, gray dogs, black dogs, brown dogs. So, like while you are reading the passage, we can just ask some CFU questions like what kind of, why dog is a man's best friend. So you can give the answer, you will get 2 points by your own. And then also you can just, how dogs are helpful to human beings. You can get this type of questions. What are the varieties of colors of, or what are the very different species you get from, like for dog, a dog's fur can be short and long. So what kind of fur they are having? Dogs have what is that, curly hair or straight fur. They are having very small dogs. Okay, so you can just underline like this. They are only 6 to 8 inches tall. So there are very big dogs. They are about 3 feet tall. So you can just like get some few see a few questions like that. What about the length of small dogs? What about the length of big dogs? Okay, some dogs can see well, some dogs do not see very well, but all dogs can hear well. So what is the very common features of dog? Because dogs can hear very well, okay, and they can smell also very well. Okay, we'll get to know here. Okay, all dogs can smell very well. See, they can smell 40 minutes better, 40 times better than humans. Okay, so they are very good smeller. Dogs lives 5 to 13 years. So what is the total lifespan of dog? This type of questions, small questions you can frame. But some dogs live much longer. One dog lived to be 24 years old. Okay, so like that way you can just get to know the answer. Okay, now, so like highlighting part is over, CFU part is over. Now what is the main concept of this passage? Like you can say main concept, like that is a main idea, because like this passage, from this passage we get to know about dog, their behavior, their features, how they behave, and what are the varieties of dogs and all. Like we just get main idea about dog. Okay, now the main thing is that, like, what is the purpose of author for writing this passage? Yeah, because the writer, the author, is trying to give us some information about dog. So that is the purpose of the author, I mean, like, writing this passage. Now open-ended, again you can just write more about this passage, like how dog behaves, how dog helpful to human beings, and what are the different colors, what are the different varieties, small dogs, big dogs, what are the features, how the I mean, like, their lifespan, their quality of fur, and what is the few dogs they can see, they cannot see well, but the common features for all dogs, that is like they can hear very well, they can smell very well. So few things you have to mention for open ended. Okay, and the last one is performance task questions. That is, like, performance task question, that there should be a specific question, options should be there, and you just need to highlight the answers as well based on the question. Like this way you have to read the comprehension. Now let us try the questions. What are the questions given below? Okay, so the first question here we can see, Okay. Dogs helped people go to America by pulling sleds in the snow, helping with farming, helping in things. Finally, okay. So it's very easy. If you just check the passage again, it's already underlined because dogs actually helps to pull the sled in the snow. That is written here. See here. Okay, so that is the third and fourth line. You will get to know the answer. Okay, now let us move to the next question. How tall are the smallest dogs? How small? So let us go back to the passage. You will get to know. Okay, so the small dogs, if you just see, okay, there are very small dogs. They are 6 to 8 inches tall. 6 to 8 inches, that should be your answer. Let me see the question and the answers. 3 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches, 13 inches. So option C is correct. That is 13 inches. Okay. Now let us read the third question. That is, how tall are the biggest dogs? Okay. So which is 3 feet. If you just check, it is written in the passage. What can all dogs do well? The dogs, all dogs, that is a common feature is hearing and smelling. So both B and C are correct. Okay. Now, how old was the oldest dog? Oldest. So if you just go back to the passage, you will get to know the answer. That is written in the last line almost. Okay. Here it is written, see, one dog lived to be 24 years old. So that is the lifespan of the oldest dog, which is 24 years old, which is option D. So like that way we have to read the passage, okay, and answer the question. So or sometimes you will get some bigger passage where you have to break the passage in certain points, as I have mentioned, like some CFU questions you have to frame, then open-ended, main idea, author's purpose, check for understanding. So these are few points you have to remember while you are understanding, while you are reading the passage, and answer the